as this...
I'm doing just about everything that I normally would do. In fact, I play 18 holes of golf. I haven't tired any, and it looks like I've had a good recovery.
Brock, putting that question a little bit further, how will it affect your coaching? In other words, will you coach this year, and if you are going to coach, to what degree?
Well, I definitely am going to coach. I think it'd be even harder sitting in the stands watching than being out in the field watching my own team play. However, I think this is something that we must consider. Our organization nowadays in coaching places a lot of responsibility on assistants. I've got probably the best in the business, and I'm quite sure it'll work out real well that way.
And, Brock, how about your coaching career generally? Has this changed your minds any about perhaps a near retirement or a soon retirement?
Well, that'll only be determined by my health. Otherwise, I hope I can stick around as long as Stagg stuck around in his particular place. You?
Oh, I think very much so. We've probably the last frontier from the standpoint of teaching self-discipline. Establish a tradition. A winning team seemed to be the key thing to get everybody together and back our total athletic program. And as the years went along, I think perhaps the tradition carried us over into arriving at better facilities, better supplies, better equipment, and then, of course, developing our program from a 7-8 type of sports program to as high as 19. And I think we've had a plan starting very, very slow but very basic.
Athletics were important then. Are they more important in the scheme of things today, as you would? Well, I think it's part of the total discipline and the total response to authority that you like to see at Wausau East and that you've generally had over the years. Brock, how about you? How do you feel?
Well, I'm getting stronger, Mark. Every day I'm walking now, or I should say strolling, about 8 blocks in the morning and 8 in the afternoon, with the idea of setting this thing up a little bit more to a point where I should be able to go up to a mile, and at least that's what I'm hoping for.
Is this a planned therapy, Win, or is this what the doctor wants you to do? Is this what you want to do?
The doctor says walking is one of the better things, and he wants us to get out and walk. And to use the phrase, not to sit on your rear and not do anything. So I have been walking and strolling and trying to build myself up each day a little bit.
Of course. Well, Cole, you've been active all your life, physical fitness. Outside of your coaching, you've been exceedingly interested and involved in physical fitness. How about golf? I know how much you love that, and a beautiful summer's coming up. Are you planning on it?
Well, I'm planning on getting into something in the form of golf. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to swing, but there have been other examples in town. A fellow named Al Becker, and he's out hitting that little white thing, so I have hopes to be able to do the same. No more coaching because of the stress and strain. It'll be no. Deep inside feel that I can't do the job that is required, then I'll just have to step down and let some younger fella get out there and give it 12 months a year. At the point right now, I'm thinking very seriously of asking the board to find a replacement. Maybe in 3 months I'll feel different, but right now I'd say there's such a big job to do in a coaching of a high school team that I may not feel up to it, and I wouldn't want to put the board or put the school officials in such a way that they couldn't go out and get a top candidate.
How do you feel?
Well, I think I feel pretty good considering what I went through. The only thing that bothers me is that I'm impatient, that I think I should be setting a faster pace. And I know I can't handle the faster pace, yet that's what I'd like to do.
And then, of course, Win, the big question, the one everybody's asked, the one you've thought about, I'm sure, prior to your surgery, And since your surgery, and one that you've probably been giving a lot of thought to in these therapeutic walks you've been taking, what about next fall? What about Win Brockmeyer as head football coach on the sidelines next fall?
Well, that I'm not ready to answer, Mark. I have a doctor, in fact, quite a few of them.
And yet then you're suggesting if indeed the operation is a total success, the rehabilitation is total, there's no reason in the world why you wouldn't be back?
Well, that's strong language. If I feel myself that I can't do the job that a young coach has to do nowadays to make it a total situation, well, then I'm just going to have to give it up. I've been thinking very seriously, and I think the decision, Sir Mark,